Hey, so I will answer a question that everyone asks me usually when they know that I'm backpacking. Is it hard to solo backpack? Right away, I will answer this question by saying it depends. I know. It's probably not the answer that you wanted to hear, but I'm sorry, I don't have a better answer. I'm not going to say, yes, it's hard, because it depends. It depends on you, it depends on how you're organizing your backpacking trip also, you know. It depends on if you're safe or not. If you're someone that are taking a lot of risk, it's good. But if you're someone that take risks but don't think before taking those risks, you know, you take risk, yes, it's a good thing, but you have to also be careful about your own, you know, security. So you have to take care of yourself and not put yourself in dangerous situations, all right? And I'm not going to say, no, it's so easy to solo backpack, it's so easy. Because even if everything was easy for me, and it's an example because it's definitely not the case, I know it will depend just on every person. It's not because solo backpacking might be really easy for me that it might be easy for you. Because if I'm telling you, yes, it's easy, then you're going to solo backpack thinking everything is easy, and then you're going to feel like, oh, Lila, she was wrong. It's not. So that's why I will tell you it depends. And I have my notebook with me because I don't want to miss any ideas. I want to be the most, you know, efficient I can be. I don't know if it's an English word. By the way, I'm French, so English is my second language, so bear with me. But yeah, anyway, so I have a lot of points on why it depends. And if then, and I forgot to write another point, if then you can answer all of those points, then no, solo backpacking will not be that hard, alright? I'm not saying that you have to be the best in all the points that I'm telling you, because I wasn't for sure, and I've learned, and I will keep learning, in my next trips. So the first thing is, solo backpacking can be hard if, first, you don't speak English. I'm sorry, do I have to explain this? I mean, if I'm speaking right now and you're understanding, it means you speak English. I mean, no, that's not true, because actually, I have a lot of my friends who understand everything in English, but they cannot communicate. But it's not because they don't know how to communicate, it's because they are not used to communicate in English, but they can understand everything in English. So English is needed everywhere where you're backpacking. I was thinking, thank God I'm speaking English, because I don't know what I would have done in a lot of situations if I was not speaking English. So backpacking, solo backpacking can be hard if you refuse to ask for help when you need to. Yes. And asking for help, I'm not telling you randomly to go ask someone on the street if they can give you, I don't know, you know, I'm trying to find an example, but, you know, asking for help is not just going on the street. When I'm thinking myself about asking for help, this is the main situation that I'm seeing in my head, but it's not just that. It's more creating opportunities than asking for help per se, but it's still a way of asking for help. So I was backpacking in Greece and a lot of things didn't go according to plan. I filmed everything. I have the vlogs on my YouTube channel if you want to see me backpacking in different countries. Anyway, so I was in Corfu, I was staying in a hotel, and then I was talking to an employee there, and I was telling her that I am looking for a job, and I was telling about the hard moments I've been through, and I was saying that I'm looking for a job, and she was saying, oh, I might can help you there because we're looking for people. So I was willing to do any kind of job possible, cleaning or I don't know what, because I needed a job to keep backpacking, and it was the first country that I was backpacking to, so I didn't want to come back in France and to be like, okay, I tried, it's not working, you know. So you have to be bold. This is another point that I've put. You have to have some nerve, you have to be bold, you have to not think, what are people going to think about me? No, you have to do the thing, you know, you're not allowing yourself to do, because this can change everything about your trip. You have to be bold, because there's nobody that will do the thing for you. There's nobody that will just, you know, fight the bad guys, let's imagine this that way, like for you. You have to step up for yourself, you have to be bold for yourself. You want to backpack? Then do it. Show me how you can backpack. You know what I mean? Alright, another point that is really close to that is that you need to know how to get out of your comfort zone. But it's not just because being bold is the first step. But then maybe you can be like, oh, you know, the solution will be for me to do something I've never done, or for me to do something where I have no talent, or something like that. No, do it anyway. Go. We all start from somewhere. You have to start somewhere, right? Then start. Start. Go. Okay, I already talked about the point where you refuse to ask for help, but I forgot to say, maybe it's because you're shy, maybe it's because you have ego. For me, it's because I had this pride, I had this pride, like pride, anyway, you know what I mean, like, of me thinking like, I don't want to ask for help because I will feel like I'm a loser. No, it's just in your head. Nobody is thinking that. Nobody is thinking that. And let's imagine someone told you that one day. It's because they're seeing themselves as a loser, so they're just projecting on you. You're not what other people tell you you are. You decide who you want to be, right? Alright. Oh yeah, the last thing I wrote, like when I started this video, is you need to know how to bounce back. Yes, because you will end up in situations, and I'm really saying this, like, please believe me, that you did not foresee. You will end up in situation where you needed to do something and it ended up, you know, not happening this way. You wanted to go to this other country, but you've got stuck in this country for 7 months. It's something that happened, okay? I already talked about it in many situations, but that's why I'm always saying and, you know, advising people that wants to backpack to not plan too much ahead and too much in advance, just because it's just nothing's going to happen this way, and then it's going to be harder for you to just let go, to learn how to let go of this plan, because you will feel like a loser. But if you don't have a specific plan, like, oh, I will go there and there and there and there and there, but you just don't know really how you will end up there, you just believe in the universe, then just stay like this. You can have an idea of where you want to go, but just don't in your head put too much pressure on yourself. Okay, have this idea, but don't put too much pressure. It's a good thing that you're not planning too much, and you know, when you're planning too much and it's not happening that way, it's the end of the world. But still, even if you're not planning too much, maybe you can see yourself as a loser because you put too much pressure, and then you're like, yeah, it's just not happening this way. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, that it's not happening your way. That's the thing, it can happen, just not how you imagine. So don't focus too much on how to get there. Just focus on you being there someday. That's the thing when you're backpacking. And when I say know how to bounce back, is that it's okay, just don't think it's the end of your trip just because it's hard right now. But I'm saying this to you, and I'm saying this to myself as well, because I was like this. My best friend can can tell you that I was always texting her, I know you're going to bounce back, I know it's going to be okay, because you're always saying this to me. And I didn't even realize I was saying this to her, like, you know, the end of the world. And I was like, oh, am I saying this to you a lot? Like, yeah, she was like, you will. It's just that she trusted me that I will bounce back. And I bounced back. And you know what? A really concrete thing to tell you, I wanted to backpack for maybe 1 year and to backpack to different countries and to work in certain countries, but at the end I had to quit, you know, certain jobs I had, and it changed my whole plan. And then I had to come back to France, to go back again, and then to come back again to France. I'm in France right now. I'm in France, but yeah, the thing is, it was complicated for me, and no, I did not want to come back to France, and I felt like if I come back to France, I will see myself as a loser because it's not the way I wanted to backpack. No. It doesn't mean I'm a loser because I went back, because there's a change in my plan. Doesn't mean that I will not do whatever I want to do at the end of the day. I don't know what's tomorrow hold. Trust the process. As they say a lot, as we say a lot in spirituality, because I'm also a really spiritual person. But just trust the process, and don't focus too much on how you're going to get there. Okay, this is everything I wanted to say. So, if you have ended up in some situations like that when you were backpacking, or just even better, if you already backpacked in the past, you want to backpack again, and just tell me what situation you ended up in and what you've learned from it. And also, if you have never backpacked and you want to backpack and you have questions that I did not answer in this video, just first check out other videos, because I give, you know, different advices on how to backpack, where to start and stuff like this, what not to do when you're backpacking and stuff like that, and what situations to avoid. But if in all those situations that I'm talking to you through all the videos I'm making to help people, I did not answer a question, please write it in the comments. And that's it. We're here to help each other, and yes, I will see you in another video, and until then, please be kind to yourself and be kind to other people, alright? Okay, bye, see you.